simply have any to lend. I promise I will never kill again. I'm just a stranger, only you can see.
How's it going? This is Brandon from Stereo Knife. Today we have Cole Supple in the house. How's it going, Cole?
What's going on? Thanks for having me.
Cole and I met at Elbow Room after a gig he had at the Hotel Cafe playing in a Beatles tribute band. And we got into guitars and he knew what he was talking about. It was actually pretty cool to be not talking about football at a bar and be talking to somebody who is playing music. I think before we get to going here, I think we should hear a song.
Cool. Let's do it.
All right.
Well, this first one is like my newest single. It was my first song in about 4 years, so it's a special one to me, and it's called Someone to Hold On To. I've had enough. You're on your own. I've said enough. We're almost grown. Listen how sweet it sounds, diving so deep in the ground with someone to hold on to, someone to be going to, someone to be speaking through, someone who wants me, someone who wants me to.
You were saying that your third favorite artist is Jeff Buckley.
Yeah.
And I love the falsetto stuff, and you really nail it. That's
Thanks,
pretty cool.
man. I appreciate it.
That's I feel, was there a little Buckley, like?
Totally.
In your thing
Yeah,
about
in
that
the
song?
chords, in my vibrato, that's like the big place for me, because Jeff had this like old-timey jazz blues vibrato.
Yeah.
Very fast, very small, little vibrato, but vibrato to me is like one of those hugely emotional things that everyone, it's like a fingerprint. Everyone's got a slightly different one. But Jeff definitely influenced my falsetto and my vibrato quite a bit. Yeah.
Vibrato is interesting. I like it in bands. There's certain bands where they do it. You do it slower than the beat, and it just creates such a huge universe. Cole, where are you from?
I'm born and raised Camarillo, California.
Oh, cool. Where is that?
That is in Ventura County, so it's about 45 minutes out of town. Just keep following the 101 north.
When I first moved here in 2000 or so, no one knew about Ventura, but
Sure.
Ventura.
Yeah. Ventura.
What's
Either
right?
way. Think how Tom Petty said it in Free Fallin', Ventura Boulevard. He kind of said it, Ventura Boulevard.
It was right there, guys. It was right there. I've been saying Ventura for 27.
Either way.
Jesus.
In Camarillo, it's spelled Camarillo. So a lot of people think it's Camarillo.
Well, come on, that's Latino. This man's multi-talented. You have original songs, but you play with a lot of different tribute bands, would you call it, or cover bands?
Just with a handful of different artists in general.
Yeah. Who do you play with?
Yeah, so the big one right now is called Fat Cat Swinger. It's both an original and a cover big band. It's Hollywood's littlest big band. And we tour around the country. It's got horns, it's got a rhythm section, we got a couple singers, which is pretty sick.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
We just had Princess Frank in here, and he's a big band guy too. It's a theme.
It's a cool thing, and we'll do something like we've got, The Middle by Jimmy Eat World.
That's a little after my... Yes.
So we'll do like a samba version of that. It just takes some time to fade. I'm not singing it right, but...
Right. I get it.
And so like this group kind of changes a lot of popular songs into swing, samba. Like I was telling you, we do Jolene by Dolly Parton too.
That's really cool.
And then they've got some originals as well. So
it all skews like Latino, like
exactly
samba stuff. Oh, that's great.
A little bit of everything.
And who's the singer in that group?
So we've got Marco Palos, who founded this band like 23 years ago.
Oh, shit.
And then
You're the kid.
I'm the kid. I'm like brand new. I think like 5 months I've been with this group.
That's cool.
As the guitarist, and then I sing one song right now during the set.
They gave you a song already?
They gave me a song. I'm doing Rock.
Did somebody die? It sounds like you have to die.
No. Almost. No, they were like, at first I didn't tell them that I sang. Exactly. Well, thank you, bro.
Okay, so we did have a little pre-thing, and we were talking about cover songs and originals, and everybody shows their originals. But I think we're living in a time where people might literally forget about all of this material that we take for granted. All the stuff we've heard from 60s to 2000, it might just disappear. There's a lot of, we were talking about conspiracy theories. There's a lot of timeline shifts. But I mean, what if, I think it's important, and I think it's cool to do recreations of songs people know. It makes you feel good. It's a warm fireplace.
100%. And it's like if there's a good melody, if it's a good vibe to it,
yeah,
that's got to go on. And that will penetrate any genre, any singer, any whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, so many songs from the 50s through till the 2000s were so genius.
I think the devil is whoever created genres and immediately like packaged things in genres, because people are like, yo, they come on real strong.
Yeah.
They're like, suddenly, I'm Gen X, and I remember all this cool music came out that was like against heavy metal, and then suddenly it was called grunge, and suddenly it was like packaged and
Totally.
Or to me, it felt that way, and I was like, yo, just like let this thing breathe for a minute.
I agree. It's like the worst question to ask someone now in LA is, what kind of music do you listen to? Because the second you ask it, everyone's like, well, I like a little bit of everything. But to me, I think like the labels were the ones who promoted this whole genre thing.
But don't we all like a little bit of everything? I think so. Unless you're, there's some people who are like, I listen to slow death metal goth in my t-shirt, and I'm like, that's cool. You're in a club.
You are.
That's cool.
But that's like a fading thing. I don't think people are so strict now about genres like they used to be. And I didn't grow up. I was born in 2000. I don't feel like I didn't know too many people that were like just into one genre. And even with myself, I thought I just loved the Beatles, and then but if you listen to the Beatles, there's classical music in there, there's Latin vibes, there's heavy metal. I mean, so many artists encapsulate.
They were clever about it, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they say that like Helter Skelter founded heavy metal.
Just for fun, I like to source questions from the elbow room from people sitting around me, and they have nothing to do with music.
Cool. I love that.
All right, ready? So, would you rather be a famous soccer player or an F1 racer?
Like,
both are like kind of the coolest.
Totally. I was gonna say like my heart and my mind sees myself as an F1 racer.
Oh,
but I acknowledge that it's so dangerous. But also, I mean, soccer, you can like break your leg and shit. So
you went right to danger or the risk assessment.
My heart, yes, I went straight to risk assessment.
Risk assessment, you're
as
smart.
with everything in my life. For now.
Okay, no, you're right. F1 sounds dangerous. I didn't even think about it. I was just thinking about afterwards when you've just got a trophy.
That's what I mean. F1 feels cooler in my heart. But I feel like for sustainability and longevity, soccer player, like I could like just play my game at night, have my wife and kids. We like take vacations.
You've already imagined the whole family. That's amazing. That's cool. So, soccer player.
Yes.
Okay, that's great.
Which I was never any good at soccer. I got like kicked off the team at 5 years old or whatever. I couldn't score a single goal. So.
Like for me, it was swimming. I was like really bad at it. Like I could not, I can't, I was a lifeguard. I just can't swim as fast as people. Okay. I guess I'm putting too much friction in that water.
I don't know. It's tough to be fast, yeah.
Yeah, I was like coming in last. I was like, I quit. Like this is not happening easily. Yeah. And usually like things I want to do like kind of happen.
Yeah.
Like with a knack. Anyway.
With soccer, I could never score a goal, but when I was 5 years old, there's no goalies when you're 5. But I always
That's a huge impediment to scoring.
I always thought I was the goalie, so I would like stand in front of the goal and have to get told multiple times, like, no, you're not the goalie. We go out there and run like the rest of the kids. So.
Yeah, once they put the goalies.
Yeah.
That's the worst. You're fucking hilarious. Excuse my language. There is some cussing. Okay, so I had this terrible question. I said, if you had a drug problem, would it be alcohol, heroin, and cocaine? But you are on the straight and narrow.
I'm pretty much on the straight and narrow.
I love that. Talk to me about that.
Oh, but I'm down to dream. If I had a drug problem, let's explore that one.
Oh. That was so presumptuous of me. Okay, if you had a drug problem.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to press that button. Hold on a second. Hey, man, this is like, gangsta. You played in between music.
Of course.
If you had a drug problem, what you got? What are we doing? Not well, I don't know.
No, I mean, that's getting into everything now, so it's like everyone's got a drug problem. Be careful. Anyway. I don't know, do cigarettes count as a drug? I always felt like cigarettes looked cool.
Cigarettes are probably the biggest.
When I was like first getting into the Beatles when I was little, they had those like the XL Marlboro cigarettes, and I just always thought that looked so cool, even though I'm not down to smoke, but it's like
Yeah.
maybe a nicotine addiction.
Nicotine addiction. There you go.
Via cigarettes, just because it looks so cool, because it's a vibe.
All right. You have two islands that you have to live on. One is being a shredder, because I know you're a player, you're a plucker, you can play. And the other island is a singer-songwriter island. Both have the same food and resources.
Got you.
Which one?
I would take singer-songwriter. I feel like it's more challenging for me.
Yeah.
The shred, I mean, I haven't been a shredder forever, but guitar came pretty naturally to me. And but I feel like singing and songwriting, something about it, we've only got so many chords. Like in a major scale or whatever, you got like 7 different chords to work with.
Yeah.
And to come up with something unique that's not cheesy, that feels really good out of those chords, I still believe is possible, but it's getting even harder and harder to do. So I'm like, I want to explore that. I want to see what we can do. If they got the same food, though.
Same food, same
Okay,
drink.
just checking.
So on your social media, you do a lot of cool stuff in your car, like where you're playing in a car and you've come up with some kind of invention or just a cool way to play through your tape deck.
Yeah.
And then you do social media and it's taking off a little bit.
Totally.
Things are falling, it's fine. Talk to me about that. What's up with that?
Yeah. So I was like really lucky. I kind of had my first like viral-esque video by plugging my electric guitar into the aux input on my Toyota Camry. So I got this 2009 Toyota Camry. It's like a perfect, like not too much technology, not too little. So I got the little headphone jack and just plugged my guitar straight into it. And I wanted to see if that would work because there was a kid, I forget, his name is, what is his name? I will remember, we'll plug it.
You took a little shit in the comments from people going like, duh, or something like, I have never heard of that. I've never seen, was this lightning in a bottle? Nobody's thought of this before?
It sounds like tons of people have thought of this because it's a simple cable from out of your guitar.
Yeah, I didn't know you could.
And there's nothing in between. You just plug it straight in your car with a little converter. It just comes straight through the car stereo. And if you've got like an EQ on your car stereo, you can make your guitar sound like different things and get a little distortion going.
Like you're sitting in your car waiting at a gig and you need to practice. You're like, I can't even get in the venue. You're just plugging it into the fucking.
There you go.
Amazing.
No, it's a great thing. And I think I told you I went on like a 4-month-long road trip. And I had all this gear with me. I had guitar amps, pedals, everything. And I was like setting this up around the country at different people's houses or just around town just to jam and have fun. But I could have done that in my car the entire time. The tech was right there in front of me.
Wow.
And I had no idea. So.
And it sounded good. You could turn it up and you were happy with the gain.
Yeah, like it kind of, you know how like Prince would like plug his guitar straight into a mixing board?
Yeah.
Just have a super clean sound. That's what it sounds like. Because that's all it is. It's just a little preamplifier.
Yeah.
And then your guitar is going through it.
Pretty cool, dude. So everyone should try that. Not in an electric vehicle. I think you will die.
It's true. You can't do it via Bluetooth. Well, that's the funny thing. The older people get angry at me. They're like, how didn't you know this? This stupid effing generation knows nothing about whatever. And they just have a field day with it.
And then they mad and they're watching your videos.
Well, that's what I figured. I mean, this is the first time I've started to get like hate comments and stuff, and it blows me away that something's so unimportant.
That's when you know you've made it, right? Your videos are dope. It's just like undeniably this guy can play.
But then the young people get mad that they can't do it via Bluetooth.
All right, so we're going back to I like that you come with sound effects. Okay, so we're going back to the questions. This one doesn't make sense now because you already said smoke. I said Zyn vapor smoke. And that was me being Gen Zist. Are you Gen Z?
I'm born in 2000, so I think that's
millennial.
Aries or something.
Not that these things matter. Exactly. I just think that Gen Z people they seem like Gen X people.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're kind of like
I think
out
of it
there
like
doing stuff, and they seem like they're action built.
But I think it's the last generation that is, because if you're born pre 9/11 and pre iPhone, even though that was like 6 years apart, it's a completely different world. So many economies and industries peaked in 1999, right before I was born. The music industry, especially the recording industry, peaked in 1999. And then if you account for inflation,
what way, like with the general,
financially, financially,
yeah.
like when we studied it in school, it showed that I think the recording industry was worth like $40 billion in 1999. And then if you adjust for inflation now, it's only worth 20 billion or something like that. So, a lot of different things like that happened. And, but no, I think there's a whole different attitude. I mean, I grew up with CDs. We had VHS growing up. My generation came in at the end of the old way of life that worked really well for 50 years, from the 50s through till 2000. We had all this analog technology and very early digital. And then after 2001 or 2007 or whatever, it really started to change up. But I'm grateful I was born when I was born. I struggle with it a lot, thinking about, I wish I was born in the 50s or the 90s or something like that. But
Everyone
we're here
always
right
has
now.
that. Everybody always has that. They're like, I wish I was 10 years before this.
Prove me wrong, though. Prove me wrong. I'm still waiting on it.
Well, I need a time machine. Okay, well, this is a less esoteric question. How do you distribute your music? How do you get your stuff out there? Like, you have a business degree in music as well as being a great musician, so you might have some answers to impart on people, or keep it to yourself. I don't know. Princess Frank said nobody's going to know what he knows.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
you do you.
I've got a couple little marketing things like that and whatever.
Go right to the camera then.
Right to the camera. No, I'm not sharing that part, but the distribution.
Nobody does.
Exactly.
No, it's funny.
No, I mean, it's not
Are
too
we all
crazy.
gatekeepers?
It's not really, but the things, I mean, my numbers are not crazy. I've been a musician since I was 6 years old, and I'm 25 now.
You do it full time.
I do it full time.
lot
I've
of
been
people
full time for. I started working as a musician when I was 16, but I wasn't earning like a living till I was maybe 23. So this is fairly recent. It's very up and down. It's very up and down. But as far as like my original music, I just distribute like everyone else. I used to do CD Baby. Now I do United Masters, which is chill, but it's all independently done for now. And I'm really lucky that I know certain people that I've grown up with in the business that are starting to also excel at the things they do in the distribution side, in the physical product side, in the event space. And I'm just excited as we all continue growing up together. Those are like connections that I'll continue to cherish, and you know, we all help each other out as we go up.
I think you just said it, connections, knowing people. You don't have
That's
to be
the
a
whole
nepo
game.
baby. Just like,
Didn't need to go to
don't be a
college.
dick.
College is for connections, and when I went to college, COVID hit right away, so I made no connections almost. But I'm still grateful. I mean, I've got a degree. That's a good thing to have in society, or I guess. But
No one ever looks it up. Anyone out there, you can just lie and say you have one, and no one will ever be like, "Well, I'm gonna get your transcripts."
I should have worn my like Oxford shirt.
I want to ask a music nerd question. When you're playing, like, what kind of scales excite you? I remember, I'm gonna say, like, I remember the our harmonic minor
Harmonic
scales.
minor? Yeah.
They sounded sort of Indian-y. That's when I was like,
Yeah.
they just sound good, right? I was a 90s guy, so I was like, what if a million people have thought this? Oh, we mix like, Western rock, but then I play all my like leads like that.
Exactly.
And people have explored that as much as they've explored rap and rock.
Totally.
But I like that stuff. And what excites you?
That's a great question, because so many guitar players are stereotyped for just the pentatonic scale. And you know what?
It makes you cringe. I get in John Mayer debates. I know that guy's good, but I'm like, bruh.
It only makes you cringe when you play it like that, because that sounds so boxy and lame. But when you
So you're bending the notes.
You're bending, but the thing too is that I base all of my soloing around the pentatonic scale, but then you learn the notes that you add to that shape that make it sound cool. So like,
Don't you think pentatonic is like the beginner scale though?
absolutely not.
Really?
There are guys that are making millions of dollars right now playing guitar, playing the pentatonic scale.
That's not. That doesn't answer my question.
Yo.
Okay, it's the most obvious one. Anyway, everybody always plays "Getting to Know You" guitar with the pentatonic.
Totally. I think that's,
scale.
yes, that's like the accessible
Yeah.
solo point that anyone can start,
Yeah.
But then you just learn
I'm
a little
not like
notes in between.
anti-blues, but like Junior Kimbrough, I've only
he's
heard
great.
recently, and then I was like, it was the first time I was like, oh man, I get this.
Totally.
Because it was the way it was played. So,
Exactly.
So okay, so keep defending this.
Keep defending it.
scale.
Well, let me think of what else to say. It's you slowly. I mean, yes, I do. know
But
the
that's
theory.
exciting you right now. Like that's like you're
Always, because I'm always learning like new positions of the pentatonic scale, new notes to add to it, and I mean this is just the basic, but then you start to expand it. That was all pentatonic, but I just played. There was no nothing to that.
no ifs, ands, or buts,
But
kids.
you learn those little bluesy notes. You learn, like you said, harmonic minor.
I like that stuff.
I only added 2 notes to the pentatonic scale there, but I kept it
Yeah.
in the pentatonic shape. And you use your ear. You slowly start getting used to it. It took me forever to start getting decent at soloing, and then it just freaking clicked.
Oh, where you weren't intimidated by the fretboard. I remember.
I'm always intimidated by the fretboard, but like,
Yeah. To me, the most intimidating part is like the Oregon of it. This part. Then you're
getting
like,
up here.
well, not up here high, but up here low.
Oh, sure, like playing.
Like,
I never use
Like that's like I've never
Even
touched
no,
that.
my guitar tech is
I've
awesome.
planted a garden there
Yeah.
because it blooms because no one goes there.
If my guitar tech is doing work on a client's instrument, sometimes he doesn't even need to focus on this part of it.
Dude, fun. I like that. I like nerdy conversations. Thanks. So this, tell us about this guitar. You said it has quite a...
Yeah, which camera should I show it to? What's the best?
Go to that one.
This guy?
Yeah, that guy.
So this is an Eastman, I think it's called like an E20P, and it's a really cool parlor guitar. It's modeled just like a Martin, what's it called, like 12, like single O 12-28 or something. And I was inspired by Sting. I'm like a huge Sting fan in general. And when he does Roxanne, Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. He plays it on one of these parlor guitars, which just sounds so round and beautiful. It's kind of loud for how small it is. But this is like a Chinese-made Eastman, and the cool thing about it is that it's like the only moderately priced, like high-quality version that's not $5,000.
What did you say that you said there is only cheap one? No,
It's
cheap.
the only moderately priced.
Right, but there's no in between.
There's no in between. No, it's like you got $500 models you can get at Guitar Center that they don't sound like parlor guitars. They just happen to look like them. And then the next step up from that is the Martins, which are like $4,000 to $5,000, and they vary quite a bit. So,
Okay, this is a question. So Fenders are priced differently if they're made in America or made in Mexico.
Yep.
I've always had like a little issue with that, like as if our workers are so good.
Yeah.
What the fuck? If it's the same materials, I'm pretty sure Mexican guitar makers would be just as good.
Totally.
Yeah. So why are the prices different? Is it racism?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we solved that one. So buy Mexican made, but I mean a Chinese.
This is like the most
expensive.
expensive Chinese product I've ever bought, but it's phenomenal. I mean, you figured like spending $2,000 on
Yeah.
something that was built in China, it's got to be pretty good. It's like I've got a bunch of buddies that work at Yamaha, and those are Japanese made. So I
Yeah.
think they save a little bit of money on production costs, but their $4,000 FS9 model
Yeah.
is meant to compete with an $8,000 Martin. And it does. It's really about the instrument itself, because then I've owned guitars that are Korean made, Chinese made, whatever, but when I pick them up and play them, I feel something with them. Whereas I've played plenty of American Fenders and Gibsons that didn't feel like the instrument.
Yeah.
And I was really lucky when I bought my Telecaster when I was 12 years old. It was a 12th year birthday gift. I just walked into Guitar Center and happened to pick up a Tele off the shelf. And I didn't know much about gear back then, but I liked this instrument, and cool, we bought it. Significantly cheaper back then too, over 10 years ago. But and that guitar has been the best instrument ever since I was 12. Whereas I've had even more expensive guitars that were $3,000-$4,000 that just couldn't hold up.
Yep.
So it's about the instrument. Every instrument is different, just like people. If you buy a Martin brand new, you got to wait like 7 years for it to age properly to sound its best. And they've got this whole grading scale. So.
That's all silly. It's how you play it. All right, so let's see. Question 10. Where does the root of all music come from?
Oh, that's from God, no doubt, in my opinion.
Okay.
Just like the earth was created, just like everything else, it has this incredible order to it that no one can quite pinpoint what it is. And, you know, the fact that these frequencies align in crazy ways to make like a nice sounding chord, to me that has to come from God. I see nothing else.
That's beautiful.
You know.
Have you heard about how like 440 isn't a good way to listen to music?
Yes.
That whole argument.
Yep.
And that we're purposely recording stuff in a way that like doesn't vibrate as well as we like right now. You're playing in front of me, but what I'm going to send out to these people is going to probably be in 440.
Sure. But I'm tuned to 440 right now too. I think 432 is like, one of those like meditation frequencies. But the thing is that I forget, maybe it's been a couple hundred years that we've tuned to 440 in Western music.
Right.
We're so used to that to me, anything that sounds different sounds cool just because it is different. Like,
Can you pick up on it if you heard it?
I can, like, Don't Look Back in Anger, Oasis.
Yeah.
That, I forget if it's tuned up or down, but you can't just play along with Don't Look Back in Anger. You have to tune down to a couple cents for it. And it sounds great, but that's why it sounds so warm. And it sounds like, I won't try it now, but same with a lot of, going back to the Beatles, they had a lot of stuff that was different, and tape machines too. They would warble the sound because it was like a physical piece of tape that was getting moved. And if something got messed up with the speed, it would change the tuning very slightly. So I don't know. I've heard some people say that 440 is like a capitalist frequency too.
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I was trying to get
exactly.
that. I was trying to get that out of you, and because I've been watching too much internet.
And especially like working in the music business as a working musician, as much as I'd love every gig to sound perfectly unique and be whatever, like a bunch of musicians have to get together with no rehearsal, show up right away, and just start playing. So we need it to be it has to be something.
I've heard wars were created back in the day because of different tuning ideas, and people will be like, "No, it's
totally."
not.
The actual
we've had them in band practices,
exactly,
to a smaller degree. Probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I know. Like there's different methods of tuning though too. Like it's called equal temperament is one of them, and then there's like you tune by ratio or something. There's all these different methods because like the current method that we use in Western music, I forget if that is equal temperament or not, but notes are out of tune with each other. That's a major third, and it doesn't sound quite as like locked in as
right.
Or I can bend the major third. I forget if it has to be
it's like
flat.
Tension thing.
That's a little more in tune.
Yeah.
It's a little more out. So it's got different emotions to the different.
Sometimes I'm glad I don't have good ears.
Sometimes I wish I didn't either.
No, you're one of those Charlie Puth fucking guys.
Yo.
You got perfect pitch?
I've got extremely good relative pitch. That was like a skill that I didn't try to get. I didn't practice, I didn't whatever, and it just started to happen over time.
That's cool.
And I'm super grateful for it because it's like I can play almost any gig now other than like crazy jazz.
Do you like messy bands like Turnstile and...
I don't know Turnstile, but I do like messy bands.
Like that, just like, anyway, just screamy bands.
I
or
do.
Does it get on your nerves?
It depends on how loud it is. Like I honestly think I could like any music if I'm listening to it somewhat quiet or relaxed, even if it's
this is
death
loud.
metal or whatever it is.
You listen to it on quiet like a psychopath?
Yeah, man. That's how I enjoy it. Yeah, dude. Well, like the bar we met at.
Yeah.
Way too loud. I couldn't hear I had like a headache within 5 minutes.
That was my record, by the way, they were playing. I'm just joking.
Oh,
no. So what do you got coming up first? And then I'd love for you to play us another song.
Oh, cool. What's coming up? Well, you can check out Fat Cat Swinger, spelled P-H-A-T, Swinger. The group tours all around the country. I think we're going to Seattle next week. There's some unannounced shows. We're doing Irvine, so we're doing some regional California stuff, and then some tour dates, which will be cool.
Cool.
Go to Fat Cat Swinger on Instagram or fatcatswinger.com, and that's all there. As far as my own stuff, I'm still trying to get new stuff recorded, which just takes the time it takes.
Yeah.
But I've got all these songs kind of backlogged, and I'm stoked to start doing that. Otherwise, you can follow me at Cole the Guitar Guy or Cole Supple on Instagram, and I'm always playing somewhere.
Cole Supple.
Always advertising something, whether it be like a jam night, a solo gig. I'm running around town doing my thing.
I love it, man. Thanks for kicking it.
Dude, thank you. You're amazing, bro.
All right, play us one.
Play us one? All right, so this is like an unreleased song that I think I wrote it right as I was about to leave college, and it's just kind of a straight up blues, but like I don't regard myself as like a blues artist necessarily. I think it's so hard to make an impact on that genre, but I still write my blues songs anyways. So this is called I Don't Want to Live Here No More.
Cool.
I'm tired of all the energy floating on by, wasted like the riverbed, dried up in the sky. Cause you don't wanna use it, it's off limits to me. So why are we together, why don't we celebrate by sea? I'll go out, you'll stay in. I have loved you but not again. I don't wanna live here no more. I don't wanna live here. Hey. Now I don't wanna see you, and you don't wanna see me. But part of me assumes that you kinda wanna be me. Cause you're too tired to go out, too nervous to rest. A bundle of excuses that can't return my text. I'll go far, you'll stay near. In my heart it'll feel so clear. I don't wanna live here no more. I don't wanna live here. Oh, I don't wanna live here no more. I don't wanna live here. wanna live in Nashville, I wanna live in Rome, I wanna live in LA with some people who aren't owned. I wanna live in peace, live in a field of gold, out in the middle of nowhere. If you're selling, call it so, so, so. Sorry if I'm blunt. I tried to live and die here, but my heart wants what it wants. I met me some celebrities and blondes along the way. So much fun, but I'm done, done, done. I need some purity. I'll go out. Yes, I'll stay here. In my heart, it'll feel so clear. I don't wanna live here no more. I don't wanna live here.
The blues.
Hell yeah! All right,
Thanks,
Cole.
bro.
You're the best.
Appreciate it, Brandon. You're the man.
All right. Thank you, guys. This concludes my interview with Cole Supple. See you next time.
An empty nest and empty heart. I pass the shops and the motor cars. I know my words and I know my wine. I'm always happy almost half the